I know we've all seen the hype of the software engineering and tech job market. High salaries, great work-life balance, and even some people becoming millionaires overnight just because the company blew up on the stock market. Yes, I am talking about NVIDIA. But not a lot of people are talking about the downsides of becoming a software engineer. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 reasons why you should not become a software engineer. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be listing these reasons from basically the least to the most significant. So be sure to stay tuned until the end because the last reason is going to be the most significant reason why you should not become a software engineer. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into reason number 1. And reason number 1 is high stress and tight deadlines. So in software engineering, even though most software engineers work 35 to 40 hours per week, when there's a deadline or a project that needs to be done soon, best believe these software engineers are probably going to work 60 to 80 hours. So that means pulling all-nighters, maybe working on the weekends in order to get that project done and submitted on time for stakeholders and for higher management positions in the company. Now, reason number 2 is going to be a sedentary lifestyle. Now, some people might say this reason doesn't really matter because they like being sedentary, but it's actually proven that being sedentary is extremely bad for your health. According to this research article published by the National Library of Medicine, it says that sedentary lifestyle has a strong association with CVD, DM, and cancer, in addition to premature morbidity rates. So if you are sitting between 5 to 10 hours per day, you have an increased chance of receiving CVD by 1.16%. Some could argue that you could also mitigate these dangerous things from sitting down with working out more, getting a standing desk, and so forth. But still, as a software engineer, majority of your day is going to be sitting down in front of a computer screen. So that sedentary lifestyle is going to be pretty difficult to avoid. The next reason we're going to be talking about is job instability. And this is going to be reason number 3. So in recent times, we've all seen the job layoffs. We've all seen people getting fired from software engineering positions. And so this is why software engineering is not really a good idea, is because the job can be pretty unstable. Now, the average tenure of a software engineer is about 2 years, meaning if you get hired as a software engineer, more than likely you're only going to be staying at that company for 2 years. Most people that do work in software engineering positions do job hop and maybe they get promoted or work in another company to get paid more. That does affect with the numbers, but in general, a software engineer isn't really a stable job. Point number 4, and that's going to be meaningful work. So working as a software engineer, you're more than likely just going to be fixing minuscule bugs or configuring some type of technology for a company. So majority of your work really isn't going to be meaningful. Other careers that might be getting paid less, you aren't really going to be working hand in hand with people, and the work that you're going to be doing isn't necessarily saving lives or really having, let's say, more of a positive impact on humanity, while other professions such as a doctor or maybe a social worker, you kind of have more of an impact in your community. While not saying software engineering work isn't important, but majority of the work that you're going to be doing is probably making your company more efficient to help it make more money. While this isn't necessarily meaningful work, the work is needed, and that's why software engineering is still in high demand, but the work isn't necessarily meaningful. Okay, so the 5th and, in my opinion, the most important reason why I think you should not become a software engineer is the job isolation. A lot of the daily tasks as a software engineer, you're more than likely going to be alone, sitting in front of a computer screen, not really talking to anyone. Now, there is some collaboration. For example, if you do have meetings with your team, or if you need to schedule a one-on-one with your manager, there's company events that you could reach out and connect with people. But the actual work, the bread and butter of a software engineer, you're not going to be talking to anyone, and you're not really going to be collaborating with human beings. More than likely, you're just going to be communicating with your computer. You're going to be reading blogs, trying to fix bugs, reading over documentation, stuff like that. So the job can be extremely isolating. Now, especially nowadays with social media and all of this technology, which does help our lives, but it makes us more isolated. It also makes it worse that your job is also going to be more of an isolating position. According to a research article published by the Public Health, it states that being lonely and being isolated increases your suicide rate by 1.29%, so 129%, in addition to dying younger by 1.32%. While on the other hand, if you are more social or if you have a job that is more social, as it states here, a greater social participation, this decreases your rate of dying by 0.87%, which is a negative 13% chance of dying early. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up the video for today. I really appreciate you guys making it this far. You should check out this video here, which is the 5 reasons why you should major in computer science. If you're new to this channel, it would mean a lot if you went ahead, like, subscribe, and commented below. And until next time.